Managing identities and access in the organization isn't just about creating user accounts. It's about making sure the right people have the right access at the right time while keeping security risk under control. With Microsoft Entra ID Governance, you can automate and enforce policies to govern the identity lifecycle, access lifecycle, and privilege access lifecycle, which will help you strengthen security, improve efficiency, and meet compliance requirements. Let's break it down so you can see how this applies to the organization. Let's understand identity lifecycle and how Microsoft Entra ID governance help in this case. See, when someone joins the organization, you want them to be productive from day one. At the same time, when they leave or change roles, their access needs to be updated or revoked immediately. That's why managing the identity lifecycle is so important. You need to balance security with efficiency. How you can use Microsoft Entra ID governance for managing identity lifecycle? See, when HR systems like Workday or SuccessFactors add a new hire, Entra ID can automatically create their identity and assigns them the right access, provided these HR applications are integrated with Entra ID. You can automate onboarding, role changes, and offboarding tasks like sending a welcome email or revoking access when someone leaves. You can use entitlement management to control who can request access and automatically remove guests when they no longer need it. And you can make sure external users don't keep access indefinitely by setting up periodic reviews. With identity lifecycle management in place, you eliminate manual work, reduce security risk, and ensure users have what they need and when they need it. Let's understand access lifecycle and how Microsoft Entra ID governance help in this case. See, just because someone was granted access once does not mean they should keep it forever. People change roles, departments, and projects, and their access should change too. How you can use Microsoft Entra ID governance for managing access lifecycle? You can use attribute-based access control to update user permissions when their job title, department, or location changes. You can make sure users meet security requirements like a MFA, compliant devices, and approved locations before accessing sensitive resources. You can prevent conflicts of interest, like someone having both approval and execution rights for financial transactions. You can also delegate access decisions. Instead of IT handling every access request, let business managers or security teams approve access where needed. And you can schedule recurring access reviews to remove unused permissions automatically. By managing the access lifecycle, you ensure that users always have the right access and nothing more. This will help you reduce security risk, simplify compliance, and avoid permission creep. Let's understand privilege access lifecycle and how Microsoft Entra ID governance help in this case. See, not all accounts are created equal. Privilege accounts, like those belonging to IT admins, security officers, and cloud architects, have the power to make system-wide changes. If hackers gain access to these accounts, the consequences can be devastating. That's why you need to strictly control and monitor privilege access. How you can use Microsoft Entra ID governance for managing privilege access lifecycle? Instead of giving users permanent admin rights, you require them to request temporary access when needed. You make sure admin role activations require justification and approval. You strengthen security by requiring extra authentication before activating privileged roles, such as MFA. You regularly review privilege access assignments and remove unnecessary admin rights. And you detect and respond to suspicious activity related to privileged roles. By governing privilege access, you reduce the attack surface, prevent insider threats, and ensure that only authorized users have admin control, and only when they truly need it. Why it matters for you? With Microsoft Entra ID Governance, you don't just manage identities and access, you secure them. By taking control of identity, access, and privilege access lifecycle, you make sure that security isn't just an afterthought. Rather, is built into every stage of access management.